98.5 FM radio. We're all about fun and fabulousness. We're all about glam moms. You know what I'm saying? And we had to talk a bit about politics, so that's why we had to say, we need you, Barack. We want them to come back. It's like it's some craziness going on in politics now for the world. At one point, it seemed like they were going to shut down the government. Then in another instance, it just kind of seemed like they were going to switch the presidents. They weren't sure who was president or if he was really voted in or if he just stepped in there. Then I thought they were going to bring back the PUA, which is what I'm waiting on. And then what's up with Mr. Make the World Great Again? What? You know? That guy? But wait a minute. He's an underdog, but he's always been down with hip-hop. He's always supported our folks in a certain kind of way. Hey, I don't know. It's your choice, but it's definitely your right to get involved in politics. And that's why we're here talking to this beautiful lady, Vanessa Brown, here at the Black Lily Back Alley with your hostess, Poetica Bey. We're still here with the lady. Tell us some more about what it was like, what you want to see from the city, and if you have a message for our new mayor.
You know, when she was running, and I saw her speak, and the thing that got me the most about all of the candidates, and I looked at her, and I shared this with her. I said, you know, I'm going to vote for you because you're the woman, the person I know will cry out for our children. I know that you're serious about making a change because you're a mother and you're a daughter, and you've lived in the city of Philadelphia, and you really know what needs to happen here to make the change for all of our families. And she will serve from a perspective of making our families whole.
That is so true, and it's a long time coming because I actually was looking at some old footage, just of different folks running political movements, and when I saw the footage, I saw posters of Vote for Sherelle well before, you know. So it does take some time. It takes some patience, would you say, being in a political movement, but it's gratifying because you get to see change happen. You get to bring folks along with you who you know been doing a great job for some time. Her staff is impeccable.
Yes.
So it's beautiful to see that, to be able to bring a crew. Even doing what we do here today, doing radio, it's a crew. I mean, it's a bunch of folks in here with us, and we're grateful to everyone who touches every wire, who touches every button, who opens the door, who answers the phone. It's all different parts that people play, and it's so important. We're so grateful for the part that you play, and you play a big part in a young person's life.
Yes. So
Who is that person?
it's my little Pisces granddaughter.
Happy birthday season.
Yes, she just had a birthday, and she's 8 years old, and she's an amazing prodigy. She's a dancer. She dances for Philadelphia and Chocolate Ballerina.
Oh.
Her nickname at school is Debbie Allen because she likes to choreograph dances.
Are you serious?
Already?
They know who Debbie is?
Oh, she walks in the spirit of Debbie Allen. Like, she'll walk in the room and get everybody organized and say, let's warm up. And she's amazing. She's also a little actress, a budding actress, and she just did a commercial for The Color Purple and Carol's daughter.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Can we see some of this on your page?
Yes. So, well, she has her own page, her own. So if you go to, it's Ava_BS Creations. So it's AVA_BS Creations. And if you go, as soon as you put in the Ava _, it comes right up. And she actually makes jewelry. So she sells jewelry.
These beautiful pieces that you have on, because you know we're lit and we're visual. You can
yes,
see them.
So these beautiful bracelets, beaded bracelets she makes. And she does that to support her craft because she has to take lessons. She takes acting class, and she's now taking vocal because someone has wrote a story just around her. She always wanted to be Annie, and they wrote a story that is a black twist, and this is Janine Walton, a black twist on Annie called Annie May. So my granddaughter's going to be Annie May.
Oh my
And it is about what happens after they all got adopted. Like, why are they in the orphanage? No one ever talked about the gritty story of how children end up in the orphanage. Mm-hmm. So this is going to talk about the children. It will deal with some really tough issues.
They made it sound real fun. The Annie that we grew up with.
But we know what shelters really are
Ms.
about.
Hannigan was not a nice lady.
No, she was not. No, she was not. And we're going to talk about the children and what got those children into that place. And then there's a little boy, his name is Asil. He writes books. He's 10 years old.
Okay.
And Asil is coming to the orphanage to tell the children that if they can read, they can lead.
Oh.
It's going to be a beautiful story.
Reading
It's
is
going to be
fundamental and very important and underappreciated in
That's right.
nowadays generation. There's a lot of LOL, SMH, DSBQRSC. And so all this kind of stuff. I mean, I talked to some folks and like, I'm like, are you speaking caveman? Like, what's going on? And reading helps you broaden your vocabulary. Reading helps you expand your mental.
That's right.
It's beautiful for you, and it's absolutely important for children, young people, and adults.
They can
to
get
continue
lost
to
in a
read.
book,
Yes.
especially when life is tough. I came from a difficult childhood, and I lost myself in the library into books.
Oh, I love that story. My father was the same way. Shout outs to Doc Stewart, James Solomon. My father was a bass player and a salesman in the city, but he also raised himself. He lived in the library as a young person. He would hide in the library when they shut the doors and it would close. He would hide in the bathroom.
Wow.
And then he would come back out. And when he was young, he would paint a mustache on himself and go work. So, yes, Pisces energy. He was big Pisces energy and foundational energy. You're still in tune to 98.5 FM Uptown Radio. This is the Black Lily Back Alley. I'm talking to Vanessa Brown. You have to come back. Such a wonderful guest to have. The work that you've done in indigenous culture here in Philadelphia, let's shout out some of those organizations as well.
Absolutely.
We are no one without our ancestors.
That's right. So I embrace my Native American ancestry. I always call it indigenous ancestry with the Philadelphia indigenous community. And we host powwows, which are gatherings where we come together and we talk in native tongue and we dress in our regalia, which is our culture. We tell stories and we introduce our culture to other people in the city of Philadelphia. The reason why is because so many of us are indigenous and do not know.
Absolutely.
Everyone did not come over on a ship. There were a lot of people who were enslaved that were already on this land.
That's so true. And let's be honest. I mean, the color caste system is still something to separate us and to make us a commodity for society. But truly, no one is a color. You know, no one is a red or a black or a yellow. We all come from someone, and that person is as important as we feel we are here today. So it's an honor to be in your presence, Ms. Brown.
Thank you
You are
for
so
having me.
beautiful. What you've done for the city, we'd like to thank you and salute you, send you the highest of honors for that. If people would like to contact you, what's the best way that they should do that?
I'll give you my number.
Oh, I know that's right, but don't be calling my Vanessa. Don't get up your number. These people, some of them be like, stalkers and stuff.
Oh, I've
Don't
had
get
them.
up your number. No, I'm just playing.
I've had them.
No, I'm just playing. Feel free to do that.
Yeah, we will call the Popo.
Tell them how they can get
So
contact.
they can call
My
me
mic is like my only highlight in my life some days. I testify in 2/8 like saints on Sundays. Cause I've been through the sewage and come back unfazed. Now my music's my temple of worship, so come praise. Now let me reintroduce myself, I'm Sarak. They call me Red or Shorty for short on my block. Ain't had no bread and kept me fed on Garvey and Gil Scott, so I keep a real shot. Now I'm trigger happy, busting too often for my esophagus. Off from my soul up in every reverse for my consciousness. CDC maybe, but I'm bigger than a metropolis. Super manifest in my lane from crypt to sarcophagus. I ain't gon' lie, low recognition would be dope. Cause I be chanting just like a penis. I need remote. The ghost of my past, the man in the heart, my every quote. Into the truth is my future, just like an antidote. Hand to God.
All the vibes to a vibe. I mean, talking about Sunset Park, we talked about Sunset Howard. It's a great thing. It's the time.
I tried to tell you I was an alien once or twice. I guess 10 albums of evidence just did not suffice. This word don't fit me, I'm wearing it like a faulty size. But I still flag every
Has been a pleasure. Join us next week. We do it again. The Black Lily Back Alley, living catered to Malik.
My mic is like my only highlight in my life. Some days I testify in 2H like saints on Sundays. Cause I've been through the sewage and come back unfazed. Now my music's my temple of worship, so come praise. Now let me reintroduce myself, I'm Sarak. They call me Red or Shorty for short on my block. Ain't had no bread, fam kept me fed on Garvey and Gil Scott, so I'd keep a real shot. Now I'm trigger happy, busting too often for my esophagus. Offer my soul up in every reverse for my consciousness. CDC maybe, but I'm bigger than a metropolis. Super manifest up my lane from crib to sarcophagus. I ain't gon' lie, low recognition would be dope. Cause I be chanting just like a penance, I need remote. The ghost of my past demanding to hide my every quote. Into the truth is my future just like an antidote. Hand to God.